In the military, there's this camaraderie.
Flying over 16-hour missions over Afghanistan, in hostile skies, and supporting your guys on the ground.
I spent almost 4,000 hours flying on that plane and loved every minute of it. I got to see pretty much the entire world from the sky.
And that's one of my callings now is I want to tell my story. I want people to hear it.
It would have probably been around June of 2014. That was when I was notified that with the presidential downsizing of forces, I was selected not to be retained. I still had 5 years on my enlistment. So I got home, talked to my wife, and said, what are we going to do? And she's like, you need to go back to school.
Don't wait. You have to have the degree if you want to be competitive.
So I'd always kind of planned on at least starting my degree while still in the Air Force. Obviously, Bellevue University kind of gave me that opportunity to be able to do that.
And I was terrified. I was absolutely terrified of going back to school. I'd had flashbacks of what happened the first time. I thought I was going to fail. I was a RC-135 rivet join airborne systems engineer. What that equates to is a glorified airborne maintenance guy. There's 4 of us on there. Each person has a part of the aircraft that they maintain. My particular part was all the radio systems and data links on the back end of the aircraft. I made sure that they operated, and if any time they would go down, I was there to fix them.
After I graduated high school, I went to active duty Air Force for 6 years. I was an airborne cryptologic linguist. I was trained as a Korean linguist, so I actually spent quite a bit of time up front learning Korean from native Korean speakers out at the Defense Language Institute in Monterey, California. I actually spent most of my time deploying to the Middle East, supporting Operation Enduring Freedom.
I grew up in a small town called Jessup, Iowa, rural farming community, and then decided I didn't want to do that the rest of my life. Signed up for the Marine Corps. Did 3 years and then went in the Air Force and ended up doing 24.5 years for a total combined service of 27.5 years. At that time, I learned that Bellevue University was military friendly. So open access, you would accept all my college credits from prior military, which would save me time and money.
The teachers that were there to help. And I was like, okay, it's time to, this is a good place to be.
1/3 of our staff are either ex-military or retired military, and we were founded based upon military principles. Offutt Air Force Base is less than 2 miles away from our main campus, and when we were founded on serving the military communities.
The fact that the program I did was mostly online gave me a lot of flexibility. Like, I don't think I would have been able to complete a degree while still in active duty had I not had that flexibility.
You get out of your comfort zone, you realize there's more out there, you learn more from it, you better yourself, and you better your fellow classmates.
A lot of institutions aren't as flexible with the transfer credits as we are. So an example would be if you go to basic training, you get 4 credit hours just for going through basic training. If I went to a long technical school, I could earn up to 30 college credits. So I'm not having to duplicate courses, duplicating cost.
They were also able to take a lot of my credits that I had previously earned, which was really awesome because that got me, I don't know, a third of the way there.
As a retired military person, being in 2 different branches of service, now being on the non-military side, when I'm in a classroom teaching the core material or the domain, I can also tell the story of how it applies in the real world versus the military.
I spent 11 years in the Air Force, and I missed a lot of times with my daughter. She's 10 now, so I missed her growing up. I missed her first words, I missed her walking, but that's part of the military, when you sign your name on the line, that's what you miss. What the online degree has afforded me has gaining some of that time back to be able to graduate, because it's something that I didn't think I could get. Having the support at home really made me know that I could do it.
When I got in the classroom, I found out, wow, this is not only fun, it's my calling. I enjoy it. You're truly leaving a legacy. You learn what you teach. And that became my passion to where I'm at today, that I truly believe there's a link between job satisfaction and professional development. I don't believe that education is a one-time event. It's a lifelong journey.